It's a great pleasure to be with you once again, dear viewers of Burundi National Television. It's time for English News edition. On the presentation, you are alongside I, Evariste Nyonguru. Without further delaying, here we go. The Burundian head of state, Evariste Ndayishimiye, has called on leaders to be a guiding light for the people they serve in order to achieve sustainable development. He made this appeal on Thursday while officially introducing the new communal administrator of Tangara, Jean-Pierre Ndikujayo. The Burundian First Lady Angeline Ndayishimiye visited the Rwakalede Hospital to congratulate and offer support to a family that recently gave birth 5 babies at the same time. These were headlines. Great. Welcome again in details. The Burundian head of state, Evariste Ndayishimiye, called on leaders to be a guiding light for the people they serve in order to achieve sustainable development. He made this appeal on Thursday while officially introducing the new communal administrator for Tangara, Jean-Pierre Ndikujayo, in Butanyerera province. On this occasion, the head of state also joined the Intwara Rumuri Association in community development work to construct a health center in Mugira Meke. Joseph Mwendajambo details.
On a Mugira Meke hill in Tangara commune, the President of the Republic, Evariste Ndayishimiye, joined with Intwara Rumuri Association and the population of the commune in activities of the paving work of the Mugira Meke Health Center, currently under construction. While this activity was coupled with the presentation of Tangara Commune Administrator Jean-Pierre Ndikujayo, President Evariste Ndayishimiye declared that this year's Peace Torch Tower is a special case given that it is the launch year of Burundi's vision to development. He emphasized that the torch will then illuminate the entire country. President Evariste Ndayishimiye clarified that the message of the torch of peace must be transmitted to the population by good leaders at all levels. He also asked the population to safeguard peace and security, the pillar of sustainable development. President Evariste Ndayishimiye has asked the administrator to collaborate with the municipal council to see where they are taking the commune. On his turn, the administrator of Tangara commune has committed himself for the sake of the citizens to implement projects to develop the commune, including looking how they can get water and electricity, growing crops such as avocado, as stated by Victor Segasago, governor of Butanyerera province, while highlighting the projects to be run by this province. Regarding the lack of water and electricity, the President Evariste Ndayishimiye agreed to support them to help the commune continue to develop. He promised to provide them with water and electricity. President Evariste Ndayishimiye said that work is being done and he believes that by March next year, more than 80% of centers will have electricity. The President asked then natives of the commune and citizens to play their role in the success of the project.
Yes, we keep on our edition. Leaders are called to serve as citizens, being at the same time they are role models in conducting development initiatives. This was said by the head of state, Evariste Ndayishimiye, while officially introducing the new communal administrator of Bugendana, Chiza Melchiad. Joseph Mwendajambo once again.
The citizens of Bugendana commune, along with natives of the commune, working in various positions of the country, and some of the top leaders gathered at the stadium of Mutaho to embrace the advice and the goals of the President Evariste Ndayishimiye advice based on the development of the country. It was during the presentation of the administrator of Bugendana commune, Chiza Melchiad. In his welcoming speech, the governor of Gitega province, Liboire Bigirimana, said that in the development of the province and the country in general, they set projects to be carried out in 100 days, which include planting coffee, avocado, farming, and everyone who builds along the road is asked to build with bricks and cover the house with iron shirts. In his remarks, President of the Republic Evariste Ndayishimiye appreciated these projects and run by the province of Gitega, emphasizing that this is the right time to progress as now Burundians are united. The president asked everyone to work hard and not to give up to develop, and informed them that this is why they have now approached the government services they used to look for in commune level will be now offered at the areas level, allowing them to stay on development works and not waste time. The head of state asked the assembly to not complain about some economic gaps, promising them that gradually Burundi will get developed. He then gave an example of how now the Burundians have found the treasure that was hidden, which is minerals, and then called on each one to show this treasure where he found it to help increase the country's economy. The administrator of Bugendana municipality, Chiza Melchiade, was asked to well serve the population and be an example in development work. He urged him as well to punish those who don't comply with the law. The administrator of Bugendana commune, Chiza Melchiade, on his turn, praised the teachings of the President of the Republic and pledged that we'll implement together with the natives in collaboration with the population to achieve the 3 months project and others that will follow.
On Thursday, the Burundian First Lady Anjene Ndayishimiye officially inaugurated a medical center located in Rohero Zone, Mukaza commune, specializing in eye care and cataract surgery. At the present, the center is hosting a free treatment campaign for patients suffering from cataract, which is scheduled to conclude on Sunday. Anjene Ndayishimiye stated that this center will greatly benefit patients who previously had to seek treatment abroad, often at a significant financial cost. Always the Burundian First Lady Anjene Ndayishimiye visited the Luakarere Hospital to congratulate and offer support to a family that recently gave birth to 5 babies at the same time. As preparations are underway for the high-level forum of women leaders, which will focus on supporting children from early childhood to adulthood, the First Lady emphasized that the importance of providing assistance to this family. On Friday, the National Assembly, chaired by its Speaker, Jealous Daniel Ndabirabe, reviewed and approved 2 draft cooperation agreements, one between the government of Burundi and the government of Monaco, and another one between Burundi and Vietnam. The minister in charge of international cooperation, Edouard Bizimana, was invited to present and explain the context and the rationale behind these draft agreements. This Thursday, the High Court of Muyinga, located in Buhumuza province, imposed a fine of 10,651,000 Burundian francs on the defendants found guilty of attempting to assassinate police officer Patrice Emery Niragira. The convicted individuals include Olivier Nijimbere, Salvatore Nzeimana, Daniel Chisa, and Jamari Sengiyumva. The court revealed that the attempted assassination, which occurred in the Munago zone, was connected to a case of fraud. On Friday afternoon, the Peace Torch went to illuminate the construction works of a vocational training center at the Butare Basic School in Kiremba commune. We are in Butanyera province. In the message accompanying the Peace Torch for this 19th edition, the president of the Inwara Rumuri Association, Epipo de Baranyikwa, called on a local administrator to become a guiding light for those they lead. Let's now talk about sports. As part of the series of reports On the second day of the International Beach Volleyball Tournament, 13 matches were played this Friday, 8 in the men's category and 5 in the women's category. As part of the series of reports on disaster prevention, the president of the National Platform for Disaster Risk Management has called on the population to construct buildings in compliance with the legal standards and to refrain from settling in high-risk areas which are often prone to floods or landslides. Roger Ndikumana issued this appeal on Friday as Burundi marked the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction. In the health sector now, this Wednesday, the Ministry of Public Health, through the National Institute of Public Health, INSP in the French acronym, launched a continuous training program via e-learning for healthcare providers from the pilot cohort. The Director General of the INSP, Joseph Nyandwi, stated that this training aimed at strengthening the skills and the capacities of these healthcare providers will be of great benefit to public health improvement. Jiva Ndaishimia, our colleague, has more.
A total of 40 healthcare providers, including general practitioners, nurses, and midwives, are taking part in the program. They come from 5 health districts, namely Kiganda, Kiremba, Buye, Ngozi, and Muramvya. They make up the first pilot cohort of healthcare providers selected to follow an online e-learning training program built around 7 modules, namely gender and healthcare delivery, respectful maternity care, essential obstetric and neonatal care, basic emergency obstetric and neonatal care, integrated management of childhood illnesses, malaria management, and sexual and reproductive health for adolescents and youth. According to Joseph Nyandwi, Director General of the National Institute of Public Health, INSP, this training was organized to strengthen the skills of healthcare providers to ensure the smooth running of the training. Sites equipped with reliable internet connections have been set up to allow those with limited access to follow the courses easily. Joseph Nyandwi urged participants to show commitment, noting that those who achieve at least 80% of the final grade will receive a certificate. He added that this certificate will allow them to benefit from the advantages provided for in the Burundian Labor Code. This first training will last 4 months. In the long run, the program will be extended to 400 healthcare providers across the country.
Until here, we have nothing more. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.